In this exercise, I'm going to create this bracket. It looks like this. We see the length is 140, the width is 64, length here is 90, the angle is 60 degrees, and this angle is 90. And there are 3 tapered holes. So I will begin with this bottom plate here. 140, 64, and thickness is 19. I will bring this back like so. I use an extrude shape, drop it here, and change the thickness to 19. Width is 64, like so, and the length is 140. Then I will begin with this part here, and I will use an extrude shape, drop it here in the midpoint. The same here, the thickness is 19. The same width, I will snap it to that side, and the length is 90, like so, and then I will move it and rotate it. So I will use the Triball, unlock the Triball, move the Triball to this point here, this corner, lock it, grab the center handle and drop it here on this corner here, select this axis and rotate it in this direction in 60 degrees, like so. Then I'll continue with this part, use another extrude shape, drop it here. Thickness is 18 here, like 18, and it's the same width. The length is 51 from that side to the center, so I will select that handle, 51, and I see I have missed to change the width here, like so. And that one is 51. So I will move this extrude shape now by using the Triball, and I will move the Triball to this corner and grab the Triball, the center handle of the Triball, move it here, select this axis, rotate it in this direction, 90 degrees. So now we have the length of 51 here. Then I will add a cylinder, drop it on the midpoint, and I will change the diameters to the same width as the part, 64. Change the extrusion, the direction of the extrusion, and grab this handle, snap it to that side here. Then I will continue with, let's see now, this part. So I will use another extrude shape, drop it here on the midpoint. And we see that the height from the bottom to the center here is 51. So I will change the height here, right click, edit distance from the bottom is 51. And the width, we see that the radius of the cylinder is 19. That means that the width is 38, like so. Now I can grab a cylinder and drop it here on the midpoint. And I will right click to flip extrude direction, change the diameter to the same as the width of the extrude shape, like so. And we see that the distance from this side to the cylinder is 14. So I will right click, edit distance from this point, it's 14. And the length of the cylinder, we have it here. So I will select that handle, type 19 plus 29 plus 19. And the distance from this side to the cylinder is 3. So I'll right click, edit distance from that side, 3 millimeters. And it is the same on the other side. So right click, edit distance from that side, -3. Then I will grab an extrude, cut extrude, drop it here. The width is 29. Right click and push. 29. It will go all the way to the top, and it will go through the part here. And the distance from the bottom to the center is 25, so I right click and edit distance from the center point of the cylinder, 25. Then I will cut a hole, use a cut cylinder, drop it here, and we see that this hole is tapered 19.05, so I will change the diameter of this hole to 19.05, and it will go through this part to this side here. Of course, there are several ways to create a tapered hole, but I will do it this way. I will use loft remove. So I select the command, and we have to choose sections. This side will be one section, and this side will be the second section. And then I click OK, and it will remove material. But then I come in here to select the part or expand the part, select the loft, and then loft feature. Then I will right click this section here, cross section, right click, go to edit cross section, select the outer circle and delete it. Click next section here in this box. Here I will select that line and double click to remove it, delete it, and change the diameter here, or the radius. We have it already selected here, so I will type 18.95 divided by 2 to get the right radius. Click finish, and now we have that tapered hole. But we have to remove this H cylinder to delete it. Now, if I select this hole now and come up here to Home and Dimension, select Diameter, and click the edge, we see that it's 1905 or 19.05, and this one is now 18.95. So now we need that hole on the other one as well. To do that, I will use the Triball, select this axis, and right drag the center handle. Now it will snap to that side here, and I will choose copy, OK, and then I will right click the orientation handle and mirror and move. So now we have the first section on this side and the second section on that side. So now it is tapered in this direction, like so. So that's is one way of creating a tapered hole in this situation. Now I will continue with this part here, add a hole, and this hole is also tapered, the same as that one. So I will copy that hole and position it here. So I will first cut a hole, the larger hole here. The diameter is 32 and the depth is 9. So now I will copy this tapered hole, and there are a couple of ways you can do that. I will show you 2 ways. I select the hole, Alt left click, and then I will use the Triball. Then I will right click and drag the center handle and move the hole up to this surface. I use the shift key to snap to the center point here. Press and hold the shift key, you will find the center point. Then let go the right mouse button and you will copy it and click OK. But we have to change the direction. So I right click this orientation handle and choose perpendicular to this face. So now we have it in the right position, but we have to move this section a bit. So I right click this section to go to edit cross section. I click here, make sure that I select the section plane and use the Triball, right click and to point to this side and click finish shape. So now we see that we have the first section on this side and the second section on that side. So that means that it is tapered from this side here. So that was one way of doing it. But when the hole is now selected, I press K to suppress it. I will show the another way of copy that hole and place it here. So I select the hole, but this time I will use the anchor. Try to find the anchor here. Let's see now. First I will delete this dimension here. It's like so. Now it will be easier to find the anchor. It is here, and we see that the long axis on the anchor is the z-axis, and the z-axis is always pointing perpendicular to a surface. So if I now grab the anchor here, when I now drag the anchor, I will also drag the hole. So we see that if I move the anchor to a surface, the z-axis will be pointing perpendicular to that surface. But I will also press and hold the Control key to get the copy. We see the plus sign at the cursor. And now I will also press and hold the Shift key to find the center point on the surface here. Then I let go the left mouse button and we have a copy, and it is positioned in the right direction, section 1 and section 2. But we have to move section 2 a bit. So I right click, go to edit cross section and use the Triball, select that handle to this point. Finish shape. So there are a couple of ways to do that. So this was one way of doing it. Now I will continue to create this notch here. I will use a cut extrude, drop it here on the midpoint. And the width of this one is 22. The depth is 6 millimeters. Select the blue handle. And it will go through the part here to the top and through the part here on this side. Like so. And then we have a notch here as well. So I'll use a cut extrude here. Drop it on the midpoint. The width is 42. I will right click and drag. 42. And the depth is 6 here. We see it here. Select the blue handle, 6 millimeters. And it will go through the part like so. But we see that these sides are angled 30 degrees. So to angle the sides, I will use chamfer. Select the part, in part level, press S, select chamfer, and here I will use distance and angle. The angle will be 30 degrees. Select this edge, grab this handle, snap it to this side here, or this edge here. Then I can select this edge, like so, right click and click OK. So now we have the right angle and the right size of that notch. Then we need a couple of holes on this side. I use a cut cylinder, drop it here on this midpoint. The diameter is 13. It will go through this side here. Grab the handle, snap it to that side, and we see that the distance is 28 from the center to the bottom of the notch. So I will right click edit distance from this side here, 28. And then I right click and push, drop it there and link. Need another one, 29 from the center, like so. And then there are a couple of holes here. We see that the diameter is 3, the depth is 12, it is 9 from that side and 9 from this side. So I will grab a cut cylinder, drop it here, and type 3, and the depth is 12. To make sure that it is positioned at the center of this cylinder, I will use the Triball. First, I will right-click this orientation handle and choose perpendicular to this face, like so. Then right-click this handle and to center point on that one. Make sure that it will go through. We see that we have to, we can do like this. Right-click to this point. Now it is at this right level. And right-click this handle, let's see now, deselect, and then right-click, edit distance from this side is 9. When that axis is selected, I will grab the center handle, right-click and drag, snap it to this side here, and I will link it, click OK, and I will move it in this direction 9 millimeters, like so. Now we need some blends or fillets, so I will select the part and press S, select blend, and we see that this the radius is 6 millimeters here. This radius here on this side is 3, but this one is 6, I think, and that side is also 3. So I will select. We have already 6 millimeters. Select that one, that side, this side, and that one, and on the other side here, like so. Then this one is 3. I select it and type 3 and hit enter. The same here, like so. Then I continue with this part, 3 millimeters. And that one, and this one, that one, like so, and also here. Hit enter to see if I have selected all edges that will be rounded. I think so. Well, that's how you can create this bracket, and it is very easy to do that in Ironcad.